Hi everyone, my name is Emma. In this video, I'm going to show you an easy way I wax my kitchen utensils, or I mean how I render beeswax. At the time, I didn't have things for this project, so I used things I already have at home. As you can see here, I'm dumping the wax into a foil pan. Don't use your baking pans unless it's designated for projects like this. It's not easy to clean wax of anything. You can skip this step and go to where I add water to the solid wax. The reason I'm melting the wax here without water is to separate the honey still mixed in with the wax. The oven doesn't have to be preheated. Just put the pan in the oven at a low temperature and let the wax melt. I stir it a couple times throughout the melting time. Use something you don't mind getting wax on to stir it with. You definitely can just leave it in the oven until it's completely melted. Carefully remove the pan from the oven and let the melted wax cool down and become solid. To speed it up, I put mine in the laundry room where it's a lot cooler than the rest of the house. Once it has become solid, flex the sides of the pan to help release the wax. I'm scraping off as much of the honey as I can. You definitely can skip this step also. I didn't want to waste any of the honey. The honey in the pan is not raw anymore, so it got heated up, but it definitely is still delicious to eat. Here I'm using a small jar, a funnel, and a small piece of cloth to strain out all impurities out of the honey. After pouring the honey into the cheesecloth, put the wax pieces back into the pan and pour some water into the pan. There is no measurement for water. I turned the oven up to 350 degrees and put the pan back into the oven to melt the wax. In the meantime, prepare a container, a colander, and a small piece of cheesecloth for straining the wax and water mixture. Don't use your everyday kitchen items. Don't follow my example here. Carefully pour the hot liquid onto the cheesecloth. Like I said, use things that you don't mind getting wax on or going to throw it away. I'm pouring hot water to melt the leftover wax that has gotten solid on the cloth. You definitely can skip this step. By now, anytime you see any steps that are unnecessary to you, just skip it. I ended up throwing this piece of cloth away. It was well used for different things. I kept pouring hot water over my strainer to remove wax. Toward the end of this video, I'll show you how I clean off the wax of the measuring cup. Wax and water don't mix, so the wax is already floated to the top. As the mixer cools down, the wax will become solid and change to yellow color. Once the mixture has cooled down and the wax becomes solid, remove it from the container. That's pretty much how to render beeswax. You can leave it in this form or break it into pieces and put them in a flexible mold and let them melt in the oven. Once the wax is melted, remove it from the oven and allow it to cool and to become solid. Remove each piece when they're completely cool. Use it right away in the project or save it for later use. To clean off the wax of the measuring cup, put it in the oven at 200 degrees and let it warm up for about 5 minutes. Use a hot pad, remove it from the oven. With a clean rag, quickly wipe off the excess wax. Repeat a few times until you're happy with the result by putting it back in the oven and taking it out and wiping it. Be careful not to burn your hands while doing this part. To finish, I poured some boiling water into the cup and used a bottle brush with the rag, scrubbing inside it. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you did, leave a like. If you want to see my future videos, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Until the next time, you have a great day.